name is Bridget. Welcome to my channel. For today's video, I am sitting on my floor right now in front of my couch because I thought it would be fun to do a pet supply haul. Keeping a lot of pets can be really expensive and you have to buy quite a lot of things that sometimes you didn't realize you needed to buy. And so over about the last week or so, I've had to buy some random things, some things that I buy on a regular basis, all that kind of stuff. So I do have quite a few things sitting here that I need to physically show you, and then I will show you the rest of the haul, which is kind of weird. It all involves a new rescue pet that we will be getting very soon. So if you want to see the things that I've recently purchased for my pets and get a feel for the types of things that we have to keep on hand on a regular basis, then just keep watching. So I think I'm going to start with my Pangea order, and I've got some pretty big things sitting right here that I'm going to start with first, just to get those out of the way. First of all, Aspen. We have to keep a lot of aspen in this house because we have a few different burrowing snakes that need a drier substrate as well as a substrate that they can burrow into and make little tunnels. So aspen is really good at doing that for them. This is a 24 quart bag, which is kind of overkill for some people, but we do go through a lot of it. So this bag right here will probably last us about 2, maybe 3 months if we stretch it a little bit, but we really don't try to stretch it very much. So this big old bag right here will definitely last us not a super long time. Next up, and I'm gonna struggle with this one, forest floor. This is another 24 quart bag. It is extremely heavy. This is for our ball pythons. A substrate like this is cypress mulch, but I don't like to buy cypress mulch from a gardening center because you don't know what's living in there. I find that directly out of the bag, it is pretty wet. I mean, it's got condensation around here a little bit because it's pretty moist already. So we have to dry it out just a little bit before we put it in the enclosures, but it's not a huge deal and it definitely provides that humidity that they need. The thing about this being a 24 quart bag, this only lasts us 1 month. I know, only 1 month, so I don't know why I didn't buy more than 1 bag here, but I didn't, and I'll have to buy another bag next month, and I think I'm gonna buy 3 or 4 different bags. My next substrate that I got, Earth. Now this time I got bricks. I usually get the 24 quart bags in this as well, already loosened up and everything, but it's not crazy expensive, but it can be expensive the more that you use and the more that you buy it. And with these bricks, you're saving a ton of money. Now I hate the process of this. I hate putting this in a bucket and putting water in there and waiting for it to soak up. The soaking process isn't what I don't like. I don't like the breaking up of it. It's a texture thing. I don't know what my problem is, but I can't stand when the brick is still slightly dry and it's like crusty. I don't know. Anyways, I don't love it, but I want to save money. I love saving money a lot more. We go through this stuff ridiculously fast, so it just makes more sense economically to buy this in bulk, in bricks. I have 3 here, and this should last quite a long time. The next thing that I have to show is not a substrate, but it's kind of in this realm of substrates, sphagnum moss. I haven't used moss a lot in the past, but I definitely need to get back into it because it does help with humidity. And I have my cool/humid hides for all of my geckos and snakes and everything, and I currently use Earth in there for them. Now with the leopard geckos, I'll definitely keep the Earth in their cool/humid hides because I think it just makes the most sense for them. But for my snakes, using the Earth, not that it's harmful to them, but I feel like it's not really enriching. I think that they would enjoy themselves more if they can go in there and kind of wrap around some of this moss, especially because I only keep it a humid hide when they're going into shed. Having the moss in there, even with it dry, I think would be a little bit more enriching for them than the Earth. And I got a big bag of it because I know I'm gonna go through it fast with all of my humid hides and anything else that's going through shed that needs a little bit more help with humidity. And I got this everywhere. The next 2 items that I got from Pangea are pieces of cork bark. I have 1 cork flat and 1 cork round. We actually go through a lot of cork bark here because I like to make hides out of it. So I'll get a round and I'll have my husband cut it up into random pieces. But other than making hides with it, it also makes a really good climbing element for any animals that like to climb, go underneath, wrap around stuff, you know what I mean. The cork cork flat that I got, the piece I'm gonna show you right now is actually half of what it was originally because I needed to use half of it for the new animal project. So this is the first cork flat that I have. It's really, really huge, and this is only half of it. And I think what I'm gonna do with this is put it in Indy's enclosure. His enclosure is short. It is a temporary enclosure. I knew that when I first set him up in there that it wasn't gonna be his final enclosure. And so he doesn't have a lot to climb right now because there isn't a lot of height to his enclosure. It's only 12 inches tall, which I don't think is great for ball pythons. I think they need height to be able to climb. So I think I'm gonna set this in there from the front to the back to give him something to climb over as well as he can go underneath it. The cork round that we got looks like this, and it is massive as well. It is really, really large. We actually don't have a specific plan in mind yet for this thing, not something that we have immediate plans for, but we do have something in mind that we definitely want to get at least this year. And so I do want to use this piece of cork round in that enclosure for that animal. So you'll see that later. So I have two more things from my Pangea order. One of them is sitting here in front of me, and the other is part of the enclosure that I have to show you later in the video. And what I have in my hand here is going to almost give away what we're getting. He is coming very soon, and I definitely want to give him a little bit of time to acclimate and get used to his new home before introducing him. But I had to go ahead and get all of the supplies for him, of course, and it's gonna give it away, I just know it. I have some Pangea food. This is Pangea Gecko diet, and it's specifically used for animals like crested geckos and gargoyle geckos. Not gonna tell you which one I've got, but it's one of those. And like I said, he's a rescue, so he's got a little bit of a past. I don't know what kind of flavors he's gonna have a liking to, so I just decided to start with these two, the watermelon and the regular fruit mix insect version. But yeah, I just got a couple of little bags just to be able to test what he likes and then go from there and try other flavors as well. All right, so now I'm gonna move on to my Amazon order, and there are quite a few things in that gecko enclosure, but I do have a few things sitting here that I need to show you real quick. And these items revolve around my fish aquariums and my bird. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my bird. Now, if you watched my What Parrots Eat video, I mentioned in there that she needed a new type of pellet. I had her on the Harrison's high potency fine formula, and now that she has been through that for quite some time, I needed to step her up to a lifetime maintenance formula. So I got her the Harrison's Adult Lifetime Fine Pellets. So far, I haven't seen any difference in terms of her wanting to eat them. They're basically the same thing, just a little bit different. Higher potencies of vitamins and everything are in the high potency formula, and this is just a little bit more of a standard formula. She's not going crazy for it by any means, but this is what I'm gonna feed her from now on, as far as I know. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Also in that video, I mentioned that I do feed her bird bread a lot because she doesn't love her pellets, and the bird bread that I give her has the same ingredients as her pellets, and so I just give this to her to make sure she does get those vitamins and minerals. And I have to buy this a lot. I only have 2 muffins left as I'm filming this video, so I went ahead and got her some more bird bread. This is the Harrison's Bird Bread Original Mix, and it's just the standard kind that has pellet ingredients as well as some sweet corn, and she loves this stuff. This is her favorite. I do switch it up on the flavor that I get, but I typically stick to the original for the most part. And now I just have a few more items to show you, and these are all for my fish aquariums. First of all, I'm running low on my Betta fish's pellets, so I decided to grab him some more, and I like to feed him the Hikari Betta Bio Gold pellets. There are so many different pellets on the market, obviously, but I just find that these work really well for him. They soak up and get puffy really nice, and he enjoys them. He actually goes crazy for these. Then I decided to grab him something kind of random. His aquarium is really nice right now. I like it a lot, but I feel like he doesn't have a lot of hiding spaces or coverage because my plants aren't very large yet. So I decided to grab him something that I think that he's gonna enjoy. I hope he is. And it's this little floating aquarium log. I have no idea how he's gonna feel about this. It had decent reviews, so I thought, okay, I'm just gonna try it and we'll see how he likes it. So this is basically what it looks like. It's so cute in my opinion. I'll do a couple of clips later on to see how he feels about it in the aquarium, because I definitely want to put it in there today. And then I got this. I'm having sort of an issue with my aquarium plants. I've got some algae problems, I've got some dying leaves happening, and I do use Flourish root tabs underneath my substrate, but the ones that are tied to the driftwood, I was using Flourish XL for them, but since I put snails in the aquarium, I can't use that with them because I think that it has trace amounts of copper, and that's not very good. So I decided to grab some of this API leaf zone, and this is perfectly safe for all invertebrates. This is not something that I buy on a regular basis. Obviously, neither is the Betta log or the Betta pellets, but it's part of having animals and buying things they need. So I have one more thing sitting here to show you, and I have it in this freezer bag so that nothing melts while I'm sitting here filming. And this particular item is definitely something that we have to buy on a regular basis, and it is frozen rodents for my snakes. So if you don't want to see frozen rodents and that makes you uncomfortable, definitely skip ahead further into the video. So I still have some rodents in my freezer right now that I'm using for my corn snake, as well as a couple of pinkies left that I have for my hognose and my king snake. So the bulk of today involves the rodents that I need for both of my ball pythons, as well as I had to get more pinkies. So first of all, I got a pack of 15 small rats for my male ball python Indy. He is eating weekly right now. I am considering moving him to every 10 days, but regardless, this will last him quite a long while because I have 15 of them here. Then I have this pack here, which are 10 medium rats for my female adult ball python Ollie. I'm also highly considering bumping her to eating every 10 days because they are both a really good weight right now, and I don't think that feeding weekly is absolutely necessary. They still take it, they don't refuse their meals, but I don't want them to get overweight. I want to keep them nice and lean and healthy. But here are my 10 medium rats for Ollie. And then, as I said, I still have a few pinkies left, but not very many, so I had to get a little pack of 25 pinkies. I go through pinkies ridiculously fast, but the last time that I ordered them, I ordered 50 because I wanted to save a little bit of money, and 50 ended up being way too much. Not that I don't use them right now, but at the time it was just kind of like, wow, I have so many pinkies. And I don't know if you knew this, but they only last for 6 months in the freezer, and you're supposed to discard them after that. So sometimes when you do buy in bulk, you have to make sure that you don't buy too many. You have to make sure you're gonna actually go through them in 6 months. I may have to order another thing of 25 before they move up to fuzzies, but regardless, I didn't want to get 50, so I got a pack of 25. And that is everything physically that I need to show you, but like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the items that I have already set up in the enclosure. So let's do that now. All right, so here is a sneak peek. You are getting the inside view. This is another item that we had to pick up for this haul. I just grabbed this from PetSmart. This is the Terra 18 by 18 by 24 enclosure. First of all, you'll see this lamp on the top. This is from Amazon, and it is just a deep dome lamp that we have an LED bulb in. Doesn't provide any heat, just provides light. I had to get this food ledge. This is from Amazon with the water cup and the food cup in there. The other half of the cork bark is there in the back. It's kind of hard to see, but you get the idea that it's half of the other piece that I previously showed. This ledge right here is from Amazon. It is a MagNaturals ledge, and it's not at all what I expected, and I'm just being honest, I will never buy another MagNaturals ledge ever because this costs $25 for a piece of foam with some magnets. We can make this at home for so much cheaper, and I may do a video showing how we do that. It was also way too long. We actually had to cut this little piece off of there, which isn't a huge deal. It just kind of made it more annoying that we had to cut something that cost $25. I also got this coconut hide. This is meant for birds normally, but I thought it would be really cute to put in here for the gecko to give him something to hide in. And that's the final item that I got from Amazon. I did say I had one more item from Pangea, and that is this vine. This is sold all over the place, but I got it from Pangea, the vine that you see going all the way through the enclosure. All right, so then here I have this little log. I want to see if Cozy's gonna like it in his aquarium, so we're gonna put it in there and see what he thinks. Well, all right guys, that's all I have for you today, showing you my pet supply haul and all of the random yet necessary things that I've had to buy over the last week or so. So that's really all that I have to show you. Again, I do have this rescue gecko on the way, and there will be a video introducing him as soon as he is ready. So keep your eye out for that if you are interested. But that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button on your way out. I really appreciate it. Also hit that notification bell so you can know when I upload next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!